My name is Jonathan Parks, and welcome to Jonathan's Nature Crafts. Well, anyway, I will say that I'm having a little trouble focusing this thing right here, getting it to stand, but there's just a few things I wanted to get on here to mention today, and this right here is a pre-recorded video that was recorded a few days in advance before it shows up. It'll be scheduled to show up on New Year's Eve, which it probably is now that you are seeing it, but I do want to kind of tell you all a few things about how it's going to be in 2024. Or 2025, I'm trying to say. I'm getting my years numbers mixed up, but I do just want to say that for what you've seen, the intro that is at the beginning and end of the videos, that may no longer be a thing in 2025 because there's going to be a few changes in how video and audio are done. And one thing I'd also like to share is that for my Christmas present, I got this carving apron, which was inspired by a suggestion by Charles Womack of Womack's Woodworking. And you can see it has this little kangaroo pouch of an apron in it that has a little plastic thing in it that can catch the chips. So that is one way things are going to change a little bit. And you probably also know the deal about how the tripod that I used to put the tablet on to kind of first of all turn it towards my face and then turn it towards my lap when I started to carve so you could see the steps. That won't be as easy to see since I'll be carving inside the pouch of the apron, which is kind of one reason why it turns out probably to be a good thing that we can't find that right now, because I did find another solution to that. And since I no longer record music and am getting rid of a lot of my instruments and music recording equipment, I decided to take one of my old microphone stands and one of these old holders, like one of those old microphones used to go on, and convert it into a little holder for my iPhone that can, like, I'd say, go right over the thing here and, just sort of like, I'd say, with the camera on the other side, put it right here where I can sort of look into it and be able to see where the camera is on my apron in my lap, and it'll kind of put the focus right down on my lap in the area where I'm carving inside the little apron pouch, where you can kind of see the detail being directly done. And so that is going to be a new thing. I also need to mention, since that we have been working on the basement and getting it back in order and shape ever since it flooded, so it just so happens that carving from now on will either be done in the shop or it will be done outside in warm and decent weather. Because it just happens to be that that sitting area that I used to carve in has been changed. We kind of put down new wooden flooring in the basement and we've repainted the walls. And we are trying to turn that into a clean sitting area of the basement. So we don't need a lot of chips in that area. Even though this apron will catch the worst of the chips, it won't catch all of them. And we just don't need chips everywhere in that area. So that's why I've decided from now on carving will be done in the shop. You see, there's a lot of cardboard boxes here in the way because we've had to move a lot of stuff back in. I probably mentioned to you that on Christmas Eve, as I was going through some of these boxes to try to find wood, try to kind of separate what I wanted to sell from what I wanted to keep, because I had already kind of planned in advance to sell some wood, and it kind of, I'd say, it just so happened that, you know, when I was in one of these boxes, I found my carving bag and I found my tools again. In some of these boxes, I found the little tin and plastic containers that I keep my blanks in. And like I would say, I kind of spent a little time over these past few days working on carving these squirrels. And I kind of tested this phone video system for myself just to kind of see how it would do going over my lap. You won't see my face as much. And I need to mention that since I will be in this shop from now on, you will no longer have to worry about that issue we were having where I used to mention in the intro that due to, you know, other household members being on the phone with other family members, passing through areas where I'm working, you'd overhear phone conversations. We don't have to worry about that anymore because all the carving is going to be done in a shop. And with this camera being like right over my pouch, you will not be able to see all the mess back here. So, you know, no need to worry about that. We never know whether the fire department could show up. But I tell you, you know, we're taking care of things the best we can. We're going to take care of things the best we can. We're kind of taking care of things on the schedule we can. We have a lot going on, and we really, really, really need to kind of get the basement rearranged, and even there's probably some cardboard boxes in the open area as well. So we're going to kind of take care of all that stuff and hopefully be back with you in the new year. I do want to also say that this is going to be probably the last video that has this particular intro and outro on it, where you kind of see me wearing the pullover. And that is probably going to change in the new year because there might not be as much need for that, given the fact that a few other things are going to be changing, like the thumbnails, and sometimes I might even be recording these videos live from my phone, where you might kind of just see what I'm doing and possibly even maybe add thumbnails later. Probably add different titles to my work at different times, different tags, just to kind of, I'd say, see how it goes. But this is just going to be the kind of thing where I'm going to figure some things out about how to use YouTube controls, even for, let's say, you know, just, you know, copying or duplicating or reusing information to live videos that have already been used to pre-recorded videos. And this is going to be a year that I'm going to be figuring all this out, because I'm always trying to get my channel and my business increased little by little. And like I even said in a certain other live, like I might have said it on YouTube and maybe said it on Instagram too, but there is going to be a time when maybe for the first part of January or maybe until February, I might be taking a break from posting to this YouTube channel. There might not be any new posts for a while. I may need to work on some new series. So that's how that is going to go. And I'd say that for all the stuff I've already posted to finish out the year, I hope you all will stay around and tune around and just keep in touch the best you can with all I'm trying to continue to do. So that is how it's going to be. And just wanted to say, most of all, that I wish you all the best in the new year. And last of all, I want to say happy 2025. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I hope to see you in the next video. Stay tuned.